Dragon Boat Israel race on the Sea of Galilee. European Pansori Contest for amateurs. Baritone Hong Song's Hun's life and dreams. Canadians enjoy serenity through camping. Lawyer Hong Chang-pyo helps Koreans in Brazil. Hello, welcome to Going Global. I'm your host, Chung Se-mi. Many people go on a diet in time for the summer vacation. But if you go to Mexico, you might naturally go on a diet. What does that mean? Well, 37 million people, or 30% of the whole population of Mexico, are said to be obese. And to tackle this problem, Mexico City introduced health stops in bus stations across the city. At these stations, people can get free bus tickets in exchange for 10 squats. The goal for this program is to incorporate physical activity into daily life. As the health stops received a positive response, it is now expanding to subway stations in the city. What a cool program, right? It'd be nice to see this program introduced in Korea as well. For now, let's do our best to stay healthy this summer by exercising regularly. Now here's our first story of the day. Dragon boat races are said to originate from ancient China, but now they have become a water sport enjoyed all around the world. An annual dragon boat race was recently held in Israel, and athletes from various backgrounds were able to compete as well as donate at the same time. Let's take a look.
Athletes begin to row at the start signal. Teams of 20 in a dragon boat rowed together while maintaining pace to the drum beats. The boat that crosses the 300-meter course on the southwest bank of the Sea of Galilee first wins the Dragon Boat Israel race.
שאפשר להתחרות פה בצורה ספורטיבית וליהנות
The race originates from a legend that after Chinese poet Xu Yuan immersed himself in a river, villagers came in boats to try and save him. It's a water sport enjoyed in 72 countries around the world and was an official event at the 2010 Guangzhou Asian Games. The international competition began in Israel 3 years ago. It's gaining more popularity these days because anyone can easily learn the basic skills in just 20 minutes, and anyone can enjoy the sport regardless of race or religion.
We believe dragon boating is a way to bring people together under one tent. People of different faiths, different ages, abilities, and we want them all together under one tent.
The Dragon Boat Israel is different from other races. All the profits from the race are donated to charity. Athletes make a donation instead of paying an entry fee, and domestic and foreign companies also support by raising funds.
טוב מאוד שהאוניברסיטה העברית תומכת בכסף ובחתירה, נותנת אפשרות לחתור לעשות ספורט להרבה קבוצות נוער ומבוגרים וצעירים וילדים גם.
A total of $140,000 was raised at this year's race. The money will be delivered to the Hebrew University of Jerusalem and be used for autism research and treating children with autism.
Now moving on to our next story. Korean traditional music is highly recognized around the world. In Europe, there are people who are in love with pansori, which is a Korean genre of musical storytelling. They love it so much that they study and learn it to participate in a contest. Let's go behind the scenes of the European Pansori Contest for amateurs held recently in Paris.
A participant in hanbok sings an enchanting melody from Chunhyanga, a Korean pansori. His Korean pronunciation may not be perfect, but his feelings for Chunhyanga are just like those of Lee Mong-yong. This is the third European Pansori Contest for amateurs held in Paris.
Quand j'ai choisi les textes, j'ai d'abord beaucoup travaillé la prononciation et pour mémoriser, voilà.
15 contestants from different countries in Europe, including the United Kingdom, Belgium, and Germany, participated at this year's contest. Anna Yates, a student from the University of London who sang the farewell song from Chunhyanga, was honored with first place.
일단 그 소리 자체가 너무 이렇게 낮은 소리도 있고 높은 소리도 있고 표현력이 너무 강한 것 같아요.
판소리 흥이라면 흥을 잘 살리는 거, 그다음에 구슬프게 어떻게 슬픔을 표현해내는가, 이거에 포인트를 두려고 해요.
Pansori is not well known in Europe yet, but with the spread of Hallyu, people have begun falling in love with the distinctively Korean sound. A lot more people with solid skills took part this year compared to the previous contests.
오늘 보니까 너무 자유롭고 저기에서 조금만 더 어떤 판소리의 그 어떤 본질만 잃지 않는다면 정말 프랑스 판소리, 유럽 판소리가 분명히 나올 수 있는.
The organizing committee of the K-Vox Festival in Paris selected 2 participants from this year's contest and invited them to Korea. They will experience how Pansori is passed down in Korea and also collaborate with students who study Korean traditional music.
Now let's move on to our next story. At one of the historic music competitions in Australia, an opera singer from Korea proudly won the first place in operatic aria solo. His name is Hong San-sun, a baritone singer who went through a lot of ups and downs before he became the musician he is now. Let's find out more about his story.
In a city late at night, a man is practicing his singing inside his car. The man with the deep voice singing Puccini's opera is Korean baritone Hong Sang-sun. As his next concert is only about a month away, Hong tries to practice whenever and wherever he can.
공연 앞두고는 솔직히 거의 24시간 생각을 하고 있다라고 보고요. 왜냐하면 잠자기 전까지 악보를 들고 있다가 꿈속에서도 계속 그 공연을 하는 계속 이미지를 계속 만들어내기 때문에.
After Hong is done with his practice, he comes to the studio earlier than other members of the opera company and organizes the chairs in the room. He says it's because he's a newcomer to this group, although he's in his late 30s. It was in April this year when he passed the audition of this opera company after being recognized for his gifted voice and skills.
When Mr. Hong first auditioned for us, we were struck mostly by what a beautiful voice he has. He has a beautiful, rich baritone voice, which is really lovely.
Hong began music when he was 21 years old, a little late compared to others. His childhood dream was to become a bodyguard, so he studied social physical education at college, but he changed his major as he thought he wasn't tall enough. Since he began music at a later age, he didn't think at first that he could continue his career as a musician. When he first came to Australia to further his studies in music, he rather wished that he could improve his English. But a professor in Australia recognized the natural talent he had, and that's when Hong had a turning point in his life.
활동했을 당시에 되게 전설적인 그 바리톤 가수가 있는데 그 바리톤 목소리랑 거의 제 목소리랑 매치가 된다라고.
Hong's natural talent and relentless efforts helped him to develop his full potential. In May, he proudly won the first prize in Open Age Operatic Aria Solo of the 2015 Wollongong Eisteddfod held in Australia. It's the first time in the competition's 120-year history that an Asian has made such an achievement.
나름대로 열심히 준비를 해서 했다라고 했는데 등수안에도 못 들고 이렇게 했었을 때 굉장히 낙심이 많이 됐었었는데 그래도 요번에 그 세 번째 딱 우승을 하고 딱 나니까
Hong now has a new dream as a musician. He wants to give other Koreans living in Australia who love music a chance to go up on stage. He wishes that his success story will be a hope to them. With these hopes and dreams in mind, Hong recently began teaching singing classes for Koreans in Australia.
별명을 연습벌레라고 얻으실 만큼 굉장히 연습을 많이 하셔서 오늘날이 홍성선 씨가 됐다고 하셔요. 저희들의 그 어렵고 표현 못하는 그 부족한 부분을 먼저 아셔서 굉장히 쉽게 콕 집어서
A dream that Hong discovered late in life. He now wants to become a singer who gives comfort to people.
제 목소리를 통해서 좀 힘을 얻었다. 제 목소리를 통해서 힐링이 됐다. 제 목소리를 통해서 다시금 새롭게 뭔가를 시작할 수 있다라는 그 말을 듣는 게
Now, how many of you are planning to go camping this summer? In Canada, camping has a long history and it's become just another daily activity for many people. So let's take a look at how camping is done in Canada.
The Millers who just finished their breakfast are sitting side by side reading a book. Every year in the summer, they leave their house in the city and spend 4 months at a camping site. They go to work from there every day. After their children all moved out, the couple began spending more time camping. For them, camping is not a special activity. It's another life they enjoy in nature.
My parents took me camping when I was young. We took our kids camping. Now they're camping on their own. So it's just being outside, getting away from the city.
I've been camping for all my life, 50 years. I like the freedom of camping. It's a little getaway rather than staying in the house all the time. It's nice to get away, fresh air, enjoy the fresh air.
The Larder family also came camping for the weekend. On the lunch menu for today is hot dogs, chips, and apple slices. They brought all their kitchen utensils from home.
It has to be leashed up at all times.
One of the campsite rules is to have dogs on a leash so that they don't bother other people. This campsite is located in Fort Langley, a small village in the outskirts of Vancouver. It offers 157 slots for tents and RVs. Camping rates are around $30 to $40 per night. People come here with their families to spend some time in nature. They also bring food from home to eat. Children climb trees, ride bicycles, and make new friends. Although there are many people using the campsite, the place is rather quiet and serene.
But the proper etiquette is, not to make more noise than you would want to have, if you were beside those people. So, we let people play music, but at a certain time at night, we ask that the music be turned off.
From 4 years ago, Canada started running a camp training program for immigrants who are unfamiliar with camping culture. Learn to Camp is organized by national parks across Canada and runs every June to September. The number of participants is increasing each year. By paying around $80 per tent, people can learn proper ways of camping, from pitching a tent to using camping tools. The program emphasizes the importance of protecting nature and not disturbing others.
Learn to Camp is a program that is being done at national parks and national historic sites across the country. It's in partnership with Mountain Equipment Co-op, and it's a program to teach people who are not used to camping how to camp and what to do when they want to go out and enjoy the outdoors.
Camping has a long history in Canada, and for many people, it's just another daily activity. They enjoy the serenity of nature because they understand how nature can heal things. People also use their camping goods for years. This is what camping in Canada is like: humble, quiet, and peaceful.
Now let's move on to our last story of the day. Koreans living overseas sometimes experience discrimination. In Brazil, a Korean lawyer is sharing his knowledge of law to help out these people free of charge. Let's take a look.
Mr. Kim Min-jung is a Korean who immigrated to Brazil 35 years ago. As he got older, his health deteriorated and his financial situation got worse. In order to achieve the basic living costs given to low-income elderly by the Brazilian government, he needs to become a Brazilian citizen. But he couldn't even start the process as it was too complicated and costly. But after meeting Korean lawyer Hong Chang-pyo, Mr. Kim gained his hopes back.
이거 하는데 경비가 들어가거든요. 난 그걸 없어서 못 하겠습니다 했더니 염려하지 마십시오. 그건 자기가 다 알아서 해주겠느라고요.
Lawyer Hong came to Brazil when he was 7. As he grew up and witnessed discrimination against fellow Koreans, he decided to become a lawyer. He passed his bar exam 13 years ago, and since then he's been helping other Koreans who don't have a lot of knowledge about Brazilian law. He not only provides free legal counseling sessions, but also defends Koreans who have financial difficulty at no cost.
사람들은 남을 도와줄 때 의미를 찾는다, 느낀다 그런 말씀을 많이 하시는데 제 개인적인 생각으로는 도울 때 더 많이 배우는 것 같습니다. 예, 그게 보람인 것 같습니다.
Hong also visits Korean businesses in Brazil and gives advice to the workers on how to reduce conflict with local people. He also checks whether they have missed anything while doing business. He wants to prevent them from experiencing any fraud.
쌍파울 거주하면서 교포들을 위해서 아마 좋은 일을 많이 할 수 있는 그런 젊은 변호사 같습니다. 그거는 틀림이 없는 것 같아요.
A lawyer who puts the rights and interests of other Koreans first over his own benefits. Hong Chang-pyo is becoming an inspiration to the Korean community in Brazil.
I hope you enjoy the stories that we shared today on Going Global. The summer heat has come into full swing, and to beat the heat, people in Beijing these days are visiting a special place, a 24-hour bookstore in the city. With the bookstore open all day long, it's said to be more popular at night as people come to cool off and read a book. If you look around, there are a lot of cool places in Korea as well, where you can enjoy unique experiences and beat the heat at the same time. So find those places and make your summer a bit more special. The Going Global will be back next week with more exciting and fascinating stories from all around the world. Thank you for watching.